I totally hit the wrong button, so I just ended that stream. I gotta wait for people to come in there. Uh, it happens. Oh yeah. Oh, you guys hearing me all right? So I guys had a little mistake there. We still up and running? Is this one not going? That's so strange. We're back. We're back. Hit the wrong button. It happens. I'm glad that it's not popping up for me. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, put the word out. I'm back on. I just hit the wrong button. I thought I was just closing the phone, but I forgot I could control because I'm logged into my account. I could control the stream from my phone. I thought it was gonna handle me like a guest. Simple mistake. It happens. It's all right. We just have two of these streams. This is for well and adieu part two. Part two. Oh, I am just sweating like a pig. Why is it so hot? I do have the generator plugged in, so after this, since no one else is out here, I'm gonna crank that sucker up. I'll tell you what. We'll let people gather in. I should probably share it now that it's mm-hmm. Guys on that. I wish I could just please Bigfoot fill up so they're tag stuff. Mm-hmm. When I turn around, I better be like 1,000 people there. I could probably turn around. Got text from who's all up? Who's in here now? Who do we got? We got 10. We got 10 back. D Worm's in here. WB. Yeah, post it. I don't like this whole Facebook was asking you like 3 or 4 times, like, are you sure you want to post this? Like, yeah, share it out. We'll get everyone back. Ugh. Oh, that's right. We are back, Reverend PC. We are back. I accidentally hit the wrong button. I thought I was just ending. Thought I was just ending like me as a guest on here, but because I ended the actual stream, it's all good. We just got a part two now. Nothing wrong with that. But I wanted to get back up here and get this mic going because I heard something kind of strange down there. It was more like how to describe it, almost like a child kind of moan kind of sound. We got Thomas Campbell. What's going on? Not a whole lot right now. I'm sweating like a pig and bugs are all over me. So right now we're just kind of observing and reporting out in the middle of Uwharrie National Forest, seeing if we hear anything strange down this creek valley. I'm in a horse pasture, and my bus is just chilling over there. I got 2 cats, and I'm covered in the finest linens in all the land. What's going on with y'all? We back. Yeah, Bristol, we back. We're back. We're doing it, guys. We're doing it. I didn't know how long. I think that last stream was only an hour, that surprised me. I felt like we were going for a minute. I guess I gotta get more excited. Dang. That was a real distance. That sounded like a Bigfoot thing. That was real far away, though. Okay. I gotta be on this thing, man. Came from that way, but like far away, not close. That would be, what is that way? That way is actually that Coggins Mine area. You guys remember that Morris Mountain documentary? The Coggins Mine area is that way, but it's probably like 2 miles, 3 miles, maybe. That could be that. Yeah, probably 2 miles. That's got some lungs on it. If that's how far it was coming from. Any wood knocks happening? I haven't heard any wood knocks, but now I've been here before I started the stream. I had been here for a few hours. Atmosphere is getting real heavy. It sounds like a cloud's moving in. Here, let me turn the good camera around. You can kind of see what I'm saying here. It's getting real heavy out here. Adjust this light just a little bit. I got these lights out just to kind of help produce some eye shine and something. I wish I wasn't so short. I wish a Sasquatch would come out here and help me put these up. So I'm kind of putting these out here to help kind of put some light out in the wood so you can catch some eye shine if something comes up. I know. Supposed to be a higher pollen count in the air tomorrow, and I'm wondering if it's kind of starting up tonight, like in terms of like the pollen being released by the trees. It's just getting like real thick. For dinner this evening, I got some Food Lion pre-made lunches. I got myself a turkey provolone on some Hawaiian bread sliders. And they give you a cookie and a pickle and a little thing of a macaroni salad. $6, pretty good. Can't beat that. I didn't want to like get any type of like groceries because it's the move tomorrow. So I've had a bunch of messages on my phone. I wonder if this is the same creek down here that runs through Coggins Mine. I wonder if it outflows into the Baden. I wonder if that's the same one. Oh, that's the cat. Oh, what's going on? Giselle's back. Hey, you're back. Back. Tom Campbell said, "You staying overnight?" Of course I'm staying overnight. Now, did you get a radiation detector? I haven't gotten a radiation detector yet. I haven't had an address to get anything yet. So I will get a radiation detector. And I need to get one of those, what's that? The detects electromagnetic fields in the air. What are those called? EVPs? No, that's an electronic voice phenomenon. No, I like did a bunch of stuff on that bus. I put a lot of overhead storage in it, so it's actually pretty quick to get going now as far as like leaving out something. Oh, tomorrow? No, not tomorrow. Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. I'm gonna be on the backpacking podcast, which is generally this might shock you, but it's mostly about backpacking. But I used to know those guys pretty well, and they're gonna have me on as a guest, talk about hiking and Bigfoot and aliens and ghosts and all kinds of high strength. Should be a good time. Check it out, the Backpacking Podcast. That's the channel's name. I should throw a link in chat. I wonder if they got a. I don't think they got it set up yet. I guess I'll just share the channel itself. How do I do that? Why is it so hot? More. Uh, that's the Backpacking Podcast channel. If you're into hiking and all that, go ahead and subscribe. It's a good channel. They talk about up to date hiking news and all that. But yeah, Wednesday at 4:30, I'll be on there. Should be a good time. I really like those guys. One of the hosts is John Kelly. The other one's Jeremiah Stringer. And I met John Kelly randomly. I ran into him when I was in Linville Gorge, and I was starting a long New Year's hike where we were going to do called like the half loop. And night one, I stayed up on top of Short Off Mountain, which Google it. It's gorgeous, and it's like a rock face cliff that goes down like 1,500 feet. It's gnarly. And I was camping up there. I was sleeping in my hammock, and the next morning I got awoken by John Kelly, who I only knew from online. Like I was like a subscriber to his channel. I listened to the Backpacking Podcast, so I only knew this guy online, and he was just like I awoke to him just being over me, like in my hammock, be like, "What's up, buddy?" And it was wild, but it was such a small world to run into somebody in like such a place like that. Over here, I think is kind of where my vibe keeps sending me over that way for some reason. But is that just a distraction? Is the actual stuff going on over here, or is nothing going on? It's still early, guys. What time is it? Oh, it's not as early as I thought. It's 11. Okay, we're going. Paul Green said, "What's on your chest?" I have a thermal right here. It doesn't have recording abilities. It just you can just use it for a thermal. Um, and then I have flashlights, little lighter. Inside here is a power bank, and I have a drop recorder just in case like something's going on. I would like to record the audio in the spot, and put that in there. What else I got in there? That's really about it, though. Just a battery bank mostly. Uh, Anything cool? No. Screen wiper. Well, that's it. The thermal I don't really bust out unless like I'm feeling kind of threatened because I think that's it's. I've said this before 100 times. I feel like it's more of a deterrent, you know. Down the road, I'm gonna hook up a some sort of like a thermal imager that's like gyroscopic on the back of the bus. It sucks having it. Like I'm kind of like but cautious about putting a lot of stuff mounted on the bus just because sometimes I can't get the bus in the spot that's good. Because I mean, she is big, even though she's like short, she's like big. So Like anytime I'm investing in something, it's usually going to be something I can like. You guys hearing that? Okay. I thought I was hearing something. I'm going to have to go back and listen to that part of the stream. Did you guys pick anything up? Tennessee, Kentucky said, "Is that the shotgun mic?" It is. It is set up, and you guys should be. You guys should have just been listening to that there the last minute or so. Bigfoot, dwarf, what's going on? We got to do a stream together soon. Uh, Bigfoot dwarf went on like a dream Bigfoot expedition. He went all up in the Pacific Northwest. So much that I've been watching it, and me and Julia Sims have been talking about moving up that way. That's kind of the big next move is the Pacific Northwest. We're looking at places in Oregon and Washington. We're really liking Oregon. We've been eyeballing Hood River, Baker City, and a few other places. But that whole Mount Hood area too, like that's another spot. So Bigfoot Dwarf went on like a whole trip up there. How many weeks were you out there for? You were really out there for multiple weeks, weren't you? So yeah, that's the big announcement. We're going to the Cascades, bitches. We're going to the Pacific Northwest. We're going for some mountain giants. I've always wanted to go out there. I've never been further west than Arizona. So shut the fuck up. That weird. I don't know if you guys caught that. Did you guys hear anything? There, like that second. It sounded like something just like getting up. I heard it was a couple branches break, like thick breaking on the ground. It sounded like something kind of like if that makes sense. Like a big movement. It sounded like it was right over there. Just kind of move. Everything seems to be kind of be going on over here. Let me get more position this way. Yes. You get some bugs. Yeah, I got my fill of bugs right now. This I'm probably going to set on the ground. That might be a little bit more stable platform than this, and you might not get the audio effects. It wasn't a car door. It sounded like some twigs breaking. I'm gonna keep this sensitivity mic up. It might make my voice sound weird just because it's getting coming in from two different audio ports. I'm hearing stuff now. Not vocals, but like a lot of like twigs breaking. What do you guys? You guys see this area? Not really. Let me turn it up a little bit more. Mike's pointing towards it. I laid in the truck the other night, had rocks all night long. It was so cool. I didn't sleep, but it rocked literally. The rock throwing. I've only ever had one incident of that, but I wonder if that's more of a, I guess, higher mountain kind of activity. I know it sounds weird, but I haven't actually ran into that many reports of like rock throwing in the sense of like a consistent like rock throwing type of like society. There's gifting going on a lot out here, and if Roll Tums back in chat, he can kind of attest to that. But I only ever had one incident out here where I was getting like rocks thrown at me, and they were very, very small pebbles, and it was like something was like flicking them at me. And I was in a portion of the woods where I had pretty good visual. Like the trees were sparse out. There wasn't really a whole lot of undergrowth at that time in the area, so I could see all around me. And these things were like little pebbles, and they were coming in like half the speed of like a BB gun, just kind of like just hitting and falling off. It was super strange, and that was like before I was really like kind of like I wasn't really that believing in Bigfoot at that point, and that was so it didn't register as Bigfoot activity quite at that point. I think maybe no, I think it did click that was Bigfoot activity. I don't know. That was so long ago. That was like 10 years ago. I remember though just being like at some point I just went okay, and I just so that was down around that was on the Uwharrie Recreation Trail, and that was right around Yates Place where it crossed over Dusty Level Road. For those that want to know, was this trippy? Okay, it is kind of trippy. Living in Kentucky, interesting. I guess so. Oh, they were super small too. Interesting. That would be a good way to get things attention. It's just like if you have like giant hands, and you could like just stick some little pebbles, like in your like fingernail. You could flick those things really hard. And like what I couldn't figure out was how I couldn't see where it was coming from or what it was doing, because you think you'd have to be like within at least 30, 40 feet, even if you're like super strong and flicking a pebble. This thing's staying like right out of the view of the camera every time. Let me see if I can move this more. I'll go chair out of the way. So you as the audience and the shotgun mic are both pointed that direction. That's why I keep kind of getting things. I thought I caught some eye shine just a second ago. Could be some reflector that kind of peeked through the leaves here somewhere. Because there's a bridle trail on the last stream. If you watch it towards the end, I walk a bridle trail that's down here, and it goes. I didn't go that far, but it goes down there somewhere. So there could be a reflective marker on a tree. Again, though, it's all open field behind me, so like I keep, much like I keep hearing stuff over there. My mind keeps going like, "Yo, bro, yo, there's like a whole field going on over here." I also need to get like a better tripod kind of set up. I was really disappointed with this tripod. I'm not thrilled with it. Alex Petikoff posted a picture of all of his gear. Alex Petikoff of a Small Town Monster thing. He posted a picture of all his gear layout. And he asked him about his. He's got his for a couple of years. I'm hoping to get one of those. I'm gonna move some of these lights. I'm gonna keep one of these. I got these panel lights. I'm gonna keep one of them pointing out in that field, just to give me some sort of light source going out there. And then the other one, I'm gonna point over there. white panel too. Let me get that out of the way. You guys not seeing that. It's not too bad. Okay. Whoa. No, come back on. Yeah, I'm assuming you guys can still hear me. Hold on. Having camera issues. Usually, I don't understand this. I gotta get them. Why is it not starting up? That's weird. Come on. Okay, we're back. Are you using Starlink? Yes, I am. I got the Starlink Roam plan, and that's what I'm currently on. I have it set up in that pasture back there, probably 50 yards from me. Do you have a red light? I do have a red light. There we go. Red light all day. Do you have a Geiger counter? I do not have a Geiger counter. I've been loving that Starlink. That Starlink has really been one of the best gadgets. I haven't had any major issues with that Starlink whatsoever. Sometimes it takes a little while. Anytime you change location, um, it's maybe like a 15, 20-minute orientation, like satellite orientation, and then once it locks in, it's pretty much good. So yeah, just expect like a 15-minute startup anytime you move around. So long as you got a clear open part of the sky, seems to work fantastic. I actually don't know how much I think I'm only on the 100 gig plan. So I don't know how many gigs I have left. I could be running up on it here soon. So if the stream ends because of the internet, it's just because I reached the end of my Starlink plan. You get unlimited. It's just quite a bit expensive. I think it's 165 a month. That's the thing you get for that. Oh, what's Cats are gonna love it. I had not let the cats out here at all. Normally I let them kind of free roam, but I did not want them walking out in this like the day before the move. I think for this, the stream looks good. Right on. Next morning there was no rocks in all my trucks, just what looked like worn droppings. Interesting. I had Bigfoot Dorf said almost 4 weeks. 4 weeks he traveled the Pacific Northwest and all over the place. Check out his channel if you don't have Bigfoot Dwarf's channel. I'm gonna make him a mod. Oh, that's right. I gotta go to my thing to do that. 689 subs, right on. I'm like inching towards that 700. I feel like once I hit 700, I think I it's weird that I had that with my other channel too, where there's like a number. Oh my god, shut up, dude. But there was like this like weird number I couldn't get past. I've been stuck in that like 680 range for like 2 weeks now, and it's been like up and down. It's gone low as like 677, where I'm kind of like confused why is anybody even leaving the channel? You know what I mean? There we go. You are now shielded, Bigfoot Dwarf. But yeah, it's weird how YouTube kind of works. I mean, I think it's just like nature. You know what I mean? I think it's all natural. It's just it's ought to get these numbers where you just kind of hover around. I used to like be really concerned. I would like not for this channel, but like when I was doing my hiking channel, I would like do these posts that were like, oh, almost to like 700, almost to 800, almost to 1,000, and I hated doing that. I just don't do it anymore. Because to me, it feels like I'm just going out there going like, please subscribe, and I don't want to be that guy. Just subscribe if you want to. It's a free country, but you better like this shit. The vibes are kind of changing out here. I think because the atmosphere is getting a lot heavier. But I'm gonna be interested in listening to the audio from the first stream when I first started to now to see what the difference is in the ambient like bug sounds because it really does sound like to me I think there's a difference in the bug sound. Not that this isn't really like a paranormal topic I'm talking about. I'm just saying like in terms of like how the night goes in the woods. I feel like there's been like a shift. I would say the bus needs a good cleaning, but I honestly it doesn't look that bad. Um, catch up with I'll be glad when I get subs up higher, Reverend PC. Yeah, it's one of those things. Like it will go up. You know what I mean? It will go up. Donna Hooper, what's going on? I just saw this. I'm outside watching the Perseid meteor shower. Oh, is there a meteor shower tonight? I saw someone posted on. If you want some good hot Uwharrie news, there's a guy on Facebook named Dylan Allen, and he's like the local like kid detective news person. I think he's like 18. He just graduated high school, but he like keep tracks all the news. I think he got a job being a meteorologist in Nevada here next year. But follow him. Someone posted from their ring camera or some sort of like home security camera, like a shooting star going through, and it looks really cool. Uh, oh, Bigfoot said Reb just subscribed. You weren't subscribed, Bigfoot Dwarf? Oh my lord! Oh, I see what you're saying. It was the opposite. It was you subscribed to Rev. Am I subscribed to Rev? Uh, am I? I'm gonna feel like a jerk if I'm not subscribed to you. Can I get to your uh, channel activity? I'm gonna look that up. Is it just Reverend PC? Oh well, I wasn't. Wow, I feel like a jerk. Okay, well I am now. You can be a little happier. Oh, Shy Clan Shadow Productions is live right now. I listen to him every once in a while. He, sorry, I do listen to him once in a while. I think he's kind of interesting. If one of the mods wants to post Rev PC's channel in chat, you can. Oh Lord, it feels like an Indiana Jones trap where it's just like, oh, can you walk through this field full of bugs? I'm just getting like it's almost like snow flurries at this point. I wonder if I was this is just like this is brainstorming here. I wonder if like if I was a Bigfoot, would I actually avoid the water like the creeks like out here during this time because of this whole situation? Or would I take higher ground to travel just to have less nuisance insects and bugs and all that? Or do you care? Does it not even care? Would just like move through it just fine? Oh. Oh, I hated that. I ended that other stream, but that happens. Would have liked to have all just been one. But, this might give people like, you got two shows to watch. Rick Skinner's here. MK, long time. Looks like you're in Bug Central. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. It's so buggy out. I'm just like it's like a flurries. It's like walk through snow flurries, but it's alive. You guys have just seen the big ones. Like I'm looking at the screen. I'm like, oh, you guys have just seen like half of them. You don't even understand like like how many there is right now. And yeah, I've eaten a few. It's happened. If you're wondering, if you want to know the truth about it, I'm more worried about ticks. I'm sure I got some ticks on me from walking through some of this grass earlier in the first stream. Which, if you haven't watched the first stream, watch the first one. I thought it was pretty good. Now this is Uwharrie, so things should start jumping. What time is it now? 11:25. Okay, we're gonna take this thing to midnight. And midnight, we're gonna go hardcore listening. I'm gonna see if we hear anything. Point of reference, Coggin's mine. I'm assuming it's kind of over in this direction somewhere. I'm being very general right here. But if you go like a mile in this way, the mine shafts would be over there. Baden Lake is maybe like a mile this way. Down here is the creek. Possibly the same creek that connects Coggin's mines. I gotta look at a map, but I would assume that it would be. If not, this is definitely going to Baden Lake, which is where I put it. And I'm kind of hoping that we hear something kind of moving along through here. What I'm in right now, if you're just joining me, is a horse pasture in the middle of the national forest. There's nobody here. That's why I parked here. The Camry's gone. I did not see the teenagers making out. I think it's gone. So it's just us out here in the middle of a horse pasture, deep in the woods, by a creek, covered in bugs, and we're waiting to hear a mysterious vocalization or see something, maybe some eye shine. But you know what? We also got a big sky up here too. Man, I kind of want to check out this meteor shower. Hold on, guys. Just keep an eye out on my back. I'm gonna look for a meteor real quick. I'm going to attempt to bring the phone thing up again, and I gotta check my messages. Okay. All right. I had some weird messages there. Oh, we have someone from the UK. Paranormal Investigators UK. What's going on, UK? What is up? I'm about to bring up the camera. I'm gonna go for a walk. Do this. I'm going to. I have to figure out how to cut the. Oh, I know what to do. I'm being stupid. Oh, wait a minute. No, okay. I'm stupid. I gotta resend that link to me. Then I'm gonna get this camera going, and then we are going to go for a walk around, see if we stir anything up. Technical. I think we should be about here now. It's pretty quiet out here, so I think we'll get it. Ooh. Hello. Working. We enter the studio. You guys are with me now? Okay. What would this look like? So you guys have. Let me get away from this. There's the Starlink for anyone wondering. And look at that sky. That's the Starlink. There's the bus. There's the setup. This is how I got in here. Gotta show you guys the scale of this pasture right here. You guys still hear me all right? There's the entrance sign. Right on, right on. Yeah, you guys should be hearing the sensitivity mic from the setup, and you should be hearing me just on my phone's microphone, which shouldn't be bad because it's right by my face. No alcohol. Where's the fun in that? The bus is right down there. And this is the oh wow! I wish I had a better camera so you guys could see this sky. It is really something. Couldn't give you guys a quick tour of the bus. It's kind of messy inside because it's getting ready to move, and I'm setting up for the stream. But oh, what's that? Right here is some sort of looks like camper material. Been some sort of a shelter of some type. Someone just left here. Thanks. I guess we're cleaning up the trash. No problem. Bus. There's a horse trail right over here. Reverend PC said he's gonna head out into the woods with his dog here at 11 p.m. his time. That should be exciting. Here's the horse trail. Well, I mean, I guess it's just like it's well maintained. Horse trails are like really dug in. For reference, there's the that light is the blue light on the action cam sitting over there. Got a blue blaze on this trail. You guys see that? I'm going to be getting choppy because I'm getting out of the Starlink range. But I think I think without Starlink, I think I have 5G out here. But it might just transition. The bus is way back there now. Totally beautiful. All right, so I guess we reached the range of the Starlink. So I'm starting to head back. That's a pretty good distance, though. Just now, can I just coming around the bus here? There it is, way down there. Oh no, don't. I'm afraid I'm going to lose my link. Oh, it's losing the link to the my computer because I'm so far away. That makes sense. That is not a good distance, Bigfoot dwarf. That's pretty good. Like, hmm. Oh, I was wondering what all this fluid was around the front tire, but it's the air conditioner. The way it's positioned, it drains down there. Let me let me give you guys a little tour of the bus if you guys want. You still got the microphone outside. Oh no. Oh no. Not this guy. Not this guy. Leave me alone, bucko. One of my favorite things in life is opening and closing that door. Coming. Here we are in the mouth of the beast. And that's usually what it looks like before a stream. It's just wires and chaos. This is my office. Pretty standard stuff. We got the tuna. We have an ogata. That's my sink. This is like a $12, $9 little water pump. Bam! It just runs off of those little 5-gallon jugs. I got 2 of them down there, so 10 gallons of fresh water. The cats drink out of that. My ice cold refrigerator, which is stocked full. Then I have my coffee galley. There's that. I hung a bunch of these baskets up over here, and that actually did a huge amount of just keeping things off the ground and everything. There is the composting toilet. That's where I do my business in. And it's actually taller than your average toilet. So it feels like a good good throne to sit on. And then out here is the laundry and the tools. Um, something breaks, I got most of the basic tools I need to repair it, and then of course the litter box. Then this is the rear hatch right out here, which is how I'm going to exit right now. Pretty cool, right? Like living in a submarine. I'm now going to. All right, I'm gonna. How do I? Okay, cool. So you guys should just be hearing me now on this, correct? You guys hear me? Are we good? Let me catch up on comments real fast. Watch cat. Is that tuna? That was Toonses in there. The real deal. Reverend PC says storage is always the problem. They have to make place for everything. Yeah, but you know what? It's I'm coming up on a year of living in it now, and getting all that overhead storage up. First, figuring out what I need day to day, and then putting that overhead storage up to accommodate the daily use stuff. That was the biggest thing. I actually got rolling yesterday, or no, today I headed out. But no, I drove it yesterday too. I got it ready to go in like 10 minutes. All I had to do was put down the cat bowl, which runs water constantly, so you have to unplug it and set it down. And then I got like a RV cat bowl for when I'm driving. It keeps water from spilling out. And then I put that down. I put some of the valuables on the bed, like the laptop and all that. And then I take the what else do I have to do? That's really about it. Everything else, I just I have this big tote. Oh, the coffee maker. I put that down. The tote that actually you're sitting on right now. I put the coffee maker in there. Then anything else is like loose on my desk. I just put it in all into one big tote, and I just lay it on the floor. And then it's fine. I was like I said, I got it ready to go in like 10 minutes. Just threw the generator in the back, put the cord in the back, threw all that stuff in the totes, and I was out. So that's nice being able to do that. I'm hoping for a quick, clean exit tomorrow. I have everything packed up. When we get organized after this stream, I'll pack everything kind of up. I'll keep a few things out, like the microphone. That shotgun mic I keep out all the time. I just have it on the ready because there's been multiple situations where I've had to throw it out and record something. Uh, Most notably was that vocalization from behind Bigfoot's Bar and Grill up in the cow pasture. I was hearing it inside the bus. That's how you knew it was loud. It was up in the cow pasture, and I could hear it from, I mean, hundreds of yards away. So I popped open one of the hatches. I hit record on that. I popped open one of the hatches and I threw it up on top and just let it sit there for like 15 minutes. And I got some pretty decent audio. I'm going to be playing that for you guys here soon. When I do my little retrospective video. No thermal periscope yet. No. I'm gonna wait to see what that half-inch wrench guys get, and then I'll then I'll pivot or do it from there. All right, sounding good. We're getting into midnight now, right? Yeah, 10 more minutes. Oh, the Uwharrie Bigfoot Festival is September 4th through the 6th. I will be there for one of the days. I was a little disappointed. I was trying to get. I have to park the bus in the annex parking lot in Baden by a gas station, and then they have shuttle buses that take you to the festival, which I think is garbage. I'm almost so mad that I can't take the bus to the Bigfoot Festival. I'm pretty upset about that. I don't want to leave the bus like sitting in some annex parking lot. You know, she's better than that. I've sweat so much, you guys can't tell, but I'm completely soaked in sweat right now. Which microphone am I even using? I don't even think I'm using this. Take one of these off. One of them was a backup in case I couldn't get the other one working. Oh, oh. Whew. Ew. That was wet. One place that's going to be coming up soon for the next investigation is going to be the Devil's Tramping Ground. Obviously, I keep it secret when I go out there, but there will be a stream at the Devil's Tramping Ground in the not too distant future. There's also a ghost train that I think I got to get. I think the ghost train crashed somewhere at the end of August or maybe in September. I got to look up the lore of it again, but people, I guess you can hear the train or see the train, whatever, on the anniversary of its crash in this place in Salisbury, North Carolina, which isn't too far. Maybe it's Statesville. Um, so I'm going to try to do that one, but Devil's Tramping Ground it's going to happen. Okay, we might have a lightning bug. It could be eye shine. Watch down in that area. Might be lightning bugs. Oh my god, these bugs are killing me. Oh my lord, I can't even take, like, anytime I try to adjust anything, they all fly from my ears and eyes. Oh, why did it have to be bugs? Dress up as Bigfoot, just drive it in. I literally, I'm thinking about just driving it to the event. And it's like, are you going to turn the USS Montgomery around? You know what I mean? Oh, you're just going to treat it like any other vehicle? You know, Alwood Blues had the Bluesmobile. You know, Bo Duke had the General Lee. You know, Stens had the Echo One, and MK Ultra has Montgomery. And I just feel like I feel like I'd be I don't want to be apart from it for a Bigfoot festival, and it's not going to be there. First off, I'm already a little upset there's a Uwharrie Bigfoot festival, and I'm not even a guest. Like, I'm not even like a special guest. I think that's horse shit. I protest. Not only that, but I like know the lady who puts it on. I just don't think she likes me. Look at that. Whoa, buddy. You see that butterfly right there? Look at you, dude. That's a one of those emperor butterflies. Wow, look at him. That was fantastic. Come back. Wow, that was awesome. That thing was huge. There was one at work the other day. I'll post a picture of that actually. It landed on the window of the back glass of the back door, and this thing was like half the size of my hand. It was amazing. Isn't nature wild? All right. It's midnight, y'all. We're getting into it now. Keep our ears out. Give them a little tobacco offering. Rissell said MK should be the VIP. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I should have been like, shouldn't the bus be going into the Uwharrie Bigfoot Festival like as the main thing? Like, shouldn't it be like at the front, like with fireworks shooting off of it, like pachoo, pachoo, pachoo. I could open the back door and like they got this guy that rides. He dresses like a Sasquatch, but he rides one of those like little like motorized one wheel things. He could fly out the back. He could be like, "Wee, wee." That would be rad. That'd be so rad. And I come out and I'm just like dual wielding some revolvers, and I'm just like surrounded by women. It'd be awesome. It'd be so rad. It'd be the best Bigfoot festival entrance ever. But I am like half kidding. I am actually half kind of upset that I wasn't like even in the Uwharrie Bigfoot Festival. Well, a bat just flew over my head. Did you guys see that? That was cool. About time those guys showed up. Get ready, bugs. We got bats now. They're gonna wreck shop. Devil's Tramping Ground has a long history with locals. Big party, beer back in the day. Hung out there with the ex. I've actually the first time I ever used a Ouija board was the Devil's Tramping Ground. I went out there and stayed, and all throughout the night. I'm talking all throughout the night. People were coming at like 4 a.m. People, teenagers, college kids, were just showing up. And mind you, I was like 25, I think, when I did this. Um, we were just showing up and getting drunk, and it was one of the best nights of my life. We had a blast. Now I've heard though that the Devil's Tramping Ground that's off the road that people go to is not the actual Devil's Tramping Ground. I heard the real one is actually on that guy's. It's on the same property, but it's deeper in the property, and the guy just set that one up. And this kind of makes sense. The guy just set that one up to be a like a decoy, so it's everyone just stays close to the road. It's all right there. Then if there's any issues, the cops can just show up and be like right there on the road. But I've heard the actual Devil's Tramping Ground is like in that property a good little bit of ways. So I need to look into it. I need to look into that. What the fuck is that? Bats are good. Eat all the bugs they want. I know. For look how much less bugs there is right now because some bats flew over. That must have been what that was, that weird chirping sound. That must have been a bat. There's that bat. Oh, there he is. He's huge. Look at him, folks. Wow, you're giant, bro. Whoa. Whoa. Are you okay? Is it on me? Oh, no, it's right there. Where are you? I don't want to step on you. Is he on me? Is there a giant butterfly on me right now? Can anyone see a giant butterfly? Whoa. That's a weird noise. It kind of came over towards the bus. He went off on your right. Wow, that was an incredible encounter. It's backcountry. Ed's tramping ground, though, its history actually goes back way before. The story that's out there, from my recollection, is like it was like an old colonial kind of story, but the actual the circle itself goes back even into the Native American like history and lore of the area. So it's been there like forever. It's very interesting. Well, I mean, maybe we won't see a Bigfoot tonight, or a dog man, or an alien, or a ghost, or any other menagerie of strange things. But at least we saw a giant emperor emperor butterfly. What the hell's going on? Oh, I'm getting messages from I can't say yet. I'm gonna be I'm just getting a lot of messages right now coming in. What time is it? It is 12:02. Well, I mean that's probably a good sign when like a giant butterfly shows up exactly at midnight, right? That's got to mean something. Oh, it's a tuna. It's a tuna trying to get out. Tuna. Tuna. You don't want to come out here. You don't want to come out. I don't like when tuna starts like clawing at the windows at me randomly. Makes me think there's something going on. The tuna's at the back window right now, just like flipping out. But he just wants me to go inside. Trust me, tuna, I wouldn't mind going inside either right now. So we got mysteries to solve. Why is she flipping out? She's really flipping out. Hey, when she does that, that weirds me out. I'm like, does she know something? Does she see something that I didn't see? I trust the tuna fish. Okay, enough of these. How do I get the messages to stop on my laptop? Stop messaging me. Oh my god. Yeah, can I like turn this off? Turn off notifications for messages. Yes, please. Jeez Louise. Spoiler alert, I'm going to be on Third Eye Blind, Sir Brian Bowden's podcast at some point in the not too distant future. That's what all the messages were about. I'm just going to check my. Yeah, we had a crazy storm in Uwharrie the other night. last night. Oh my god, I hit the microphone. But here was a still picture from the taken by some people that night. Wild. It was a really bad storm though. It was like multiple lightning strikes like shook the bus. And I haven't experienced that in like a long time. Yeah, not too bad. Oh, and Easter sausage is back in food line. What do you think about that, Bigfoot? You out there? I hate catching up on. I gotta check messages. I can't stand that while I'm Bigfoot hunting. You guys let me know if anything's coming through here. Oh yeah, apparently the gravity's supposed to turn. I think you guys heard about this. Apparently the gravity's supposed to like turn off on some day. Cool. I feel like even the gravity turn off, the bus has enough mass and weight to it that like it would just have its own gravitational pull. Moby Motorsports, hey, I'm back. I'm back too. I accidentally clicked off the stream when I ended the other one. I exited out of the video differently. Now, we catch anything yet? No, I've heard a couple kind of weird things, but nothing that's like weird. There was a giant butterfly, an emperor butterfly that was like flying around out in the woods too. MK, I'm being attacked by bugs too. Yeah, we're sharing the pain here. I'm hoping more bats come around. What I might do is, man, it's gonna be a pain in the butt to get all this back in with tuna trying to get out. There's a widely one. What gas I got? Half a tank. Okay. Okay. I did give a quick little walkthrough tour of the bus. I mean, every, I guess, tour of the bus is going to be a walkthrough, quick tour, but I have to be in Charlotte by 11:30 tomorrow. So let's push this thing as long as we can to at least like one. I'm thinking, maybe. No, we'll go. We'll just keep it. We got to hear something. This is the last Uwharrie for Uwharrie. You know? We got to knock it out the park. I need to be watching the sky, though, too, because it's interesting that there's a meteor shower tonight. I think that would kind of maybe like one of that. A lot of stuff affects cryptids, like I say, like solar eclipses do. So I wonder if like a meteor shower might make them more active. 7-second loss of gravity on the 12th. Don't hold our breath on that prediction, though. I hope at some point we go to West Virginia and do some Mothman stakeouts. Yeah, Mothman is one of those things where he kind of bounces around. I've heard about orbs and stuff in Uwharrie. I've personally seen an orb in Uwharrie. That was a Halloween night at Bingham Cemetery. I was camping out, and that was the incident where I thought it was. Did I ever talk about this? I know I've mentioned it before, but anyway, I was like hanging out, and it was Halloween night, so I was like, I'm gonna go camp in a cemetery in the middle of the woods, as you do when you're into this type of shit. So I go out there, I set up my hammock, and I'm right outside the cemetery's gate. And the cemetery's on the edge of like a hill. and it drops down into the creek. So it's like on a nice little opening where at the time when the cemetery was active, it would have probably been cleared off up there. So it would have been a nice place where you had like some mountains or some hills like next to you, and then a nice view of the setting sun. So I'm sitting there in my hammock taking night shots and like long exposure shots of the sunset and the kind of just getting dark. The entire time I'm doing that, the entire time I'm doing that, the I see this light, and it's not maybe not that color, but it's like that blue that I'm like illuminated with. But I kept seeing this like light, and it was like a point of light. It looked like a headlamp. It looked like this. Like maybe not that bright. I don't know. Yeah, I guess maybe a little less bright as this, but that's what I interpreted it as. Sitting there in my hammock taking pictures, I thought, okay, there's someone up there with a headlamp, and they were kind of near the area where the trail comes down that I took to get here. And as I was sitting there, I'm wondering like, oh, this person must be like lost or trying to figure out where they're going to go, or maybe they're looking for the cemetery. Like I said, it's Halloween night. Maybe they're looking to have a good time too. And probably like 10 minutes goes by, and as I'm watching up there, there's that one light that's blue, and then this orange light kind of like pops up next to it, and it's a little bit larger. And the orange light, I thought it was similar to the color of like emergency orange, like you see on flasher, like on construction trucks. It was like that color orange. Now you always got a lot of people coming out there who don't necessarily know how to camp, or they camp with what they got, and so it's not unusual that someone might have a weird headlamp that's like from a construction site or something. It's not out of the realm of possibilities. I again didn't think much of it. So I start taking more pictures as the night's setting, and then I notice the blue lights coming down towards me, like it's coming down somewhat on the trail that I came down. So I'm down there, so I'm figuring, well, maybe this guy's like nervous about coming down. So I went over there to introduce myself. So I'm walking up to it, and again, I'm thinking this is a hiker with a headlamp. I have my headlamp on, and when I get closer enough to him, like let's say if you're the light, this would be like, so I'm walking up to it. And I got my headlamp on, so I get like about here, cut it off, and then I walk up to about to here, and then that's when my eyes adjusted, and there was nobody around it. It was just an orb. So it's just from me to here, and then I had the complete sense that it was like staring at me, and I was staring at it, and I was just flabbergasted. Again, I had my phone in my hand with the camera app open, and at no point did my brain ever go like, "Oh, snap a picture of this." It just wasn't there for it. So this thing just like stared at me for a minute, and then it floated. Like it's kind of floated, like like away. Like it went down there, and then it just kind of dispersed, like it just dissipated. Very Star Trekky. And that was my orb incident. I had no. I was flabbergasted would be the word. My jaw was just on the ground. I didn't know what to think. I literally thought I was a hiker the entire time. I thought it was a hiker coming up. Uh, yeah, it was a super strange experience. I know it sounds crazy too, because it's like it's Halloween night, spooky stuff happens on Halloween night, but there is something that whole the veil is thinner on. I don't even think it's just Halloween. All the all the this is going into like my theories, but like all the kind of like pagan holidays were like the core holidays where our current holidays are based off of them, like timing wise. I think those are based off of like thinnings of the veil, where things are just here and the other are just a lot closer together. It seems like it just got so much darker out here, right? Isn't this something we could see more a little bit ago? Something interesting though, that Bingham Cemetery where I saw the orb ant, it would have been right off of what was known as the Winston to Fayetteville, the Winston Salem to Fayetteville Tobacco Road. It was like a trade route back in the day, and it was very heavily used, and it was even used by Jesse James and like the Dalton brothers gang and all of them at one point. And allegedly, Uwharrie lore is that Jesse James and the Dalton gang like actually like slept somewhere out around there at some point in time. I would imagine that would have been during the war. I would think. Oh, Sherry Radway, what's going on? Said I love your live streams. Thank you, thank you. When human consciousness focuses on the supernatural during Halloween, weird shit happens. Mind power dictates reality to a certain extent. Yeah, that kind of goes into like that whole like what do you call it? Like photons act differently depending on if they're being observed or not. I mean, there's something to like the mindset of things. And I think what tripped me out about that, despite me being in a cemetery on Halloween night for the kicks and for the fun of it, my mind was not in any sort of like state of thinking about. I wasn't primed for having a weird paranormal experience. Like it wasn't there for that. I was literally just kind of like I was there for giggles, you know, and scare myself a little bit. Kind of what I'm into. I don't know if you noticed this. And now when I got up here and I would ask people like locals about usually I go with a Bigfoot question. And like those are like you get every kind of answer you can even think of. So you get a like I'll ask one person, hey, you think there's Bigfoot out here? And it'll be like, yes. And I hear them. They're down there by the river, and that's another thing that I picked up on is a lot of locals. If they point to where the vocals they hear that are strange, it's almost always near the river, which goes with the whole they follow water kind of thing. Um, But then other people would be like, no, there's no Bigfoots out here. But there is spirits. And usually when they're describing spirits, they're usually describing some sort of orb situation or a legit like apparition. That's usually around the cemeteries out here, which are all over the place. And this is why a lot of this old land just is covered in cemeteries, uh, waterways, and all this old homesteads. So you kind of have like a perfect storm of a perfect storm of just like strange stuff going on. And again, I think there's something amplified with the quartz in the ground here that amplifies it all. This is the part where we're just kind of quiet and we're just going to listen. Listen with me, if you will. One of my favorite kind of encounters is I've never been able to find the report again. I forget because I think it was on like it was on some kind of out there reporting site from what I recall. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's on the BFRO. I don't know. But anyway, I read this report from. And this should be traceable. I should be able to find this person. Um, they took a paddle trip, like an organized paddle trip out here on the Uwharrie River, which is fairly straightforward out here. Like, it should be able to find this spot. This person was out there, and I guess they were on a date or something, but their date was into Bigfoot and all that. So like he was like aware of the Bigfoot like lore, at least the most basic level, you know, that one would. And he said he was on this kayaking trip, and they had pulled off to stop for like a lunch or something like that. And there was like a little like a creek that one of the tributaries. And he kind of walked into it, and he said he rounded a corner, And there, standing, because he heard a little bit of a waterfall, if my memory serves me right. And when he came around up into that creek bed, he came and there was a. He said it wasn't huge. He said it was like maybe like 5'6", 5'5", but just like a Bigfoot, like a scrawny kind of Bigfoot, stood up and like looked at him, and then took off. And he said he was just like flabbergasted, the same thing before, and like I thought that was an interesting report. And that river, it's not that long. You can kayak it all in like a couple hours. So that should be something that's kind of like traceable. Oh, we got Okie in chat. What's up, Okie? Oh, you're not late, man. Hey, all that stuff's up there. We did part one's was posted, then I accidentally ended it, so I had to start a part two. So you got a whole first one you got to watch too. But I'm glad you showed up, man. Good to see you. Got Ristal still here. What's up? I'm looking forward to getting into some new locations, and it's just like we got some new people coming in right now. My big announcement is I'm gonna be moving out towards like Charlotte. I got a job out there that I can actually like save up some money to, like save up some. And next year in the spring, I'm gonna be heading out west to the Pacific Northwest, either Oregon, Washington, and gonna be settling there for at least like a year or two, and gonna be doing live streams from that area. The bus is coming. It's all coming. We're going on an adventure. The Cascade Mountains. That's what that bus needs. It needs a Cascade adventure. Hmm. I got this little drop recorder, but I'm a little nervous about leaving it out because I'll forget about it. I don't want to leave. I'm hoping I can pack the bus up tonight where I don't even have. Oh no, I won't be able to. I got to run the generator tonight, so I do have to get out of the bus. Okay, I was hoping I could just not even leave the bus. To leave, I could just start up and drive off. No, I do have to pack up the generator. Because trust me, when this stream's over, I'm turning that thing on, pumping on the AC. I don't care if Bigfoot's outside slapping the side. Once that AC's on, I'm getting cooled off. Trying to get it a little bit more lit up out here. What's going on? It's crazy how hot it's been out here, but also it's the bus. I have to like remind myself how good it actually is because we have a storage trailer at the restaurant where we keep a lot of the paper products and like non-perishables. And I'll tell you what, I walk into that thing in the middle of the day, and it is a oven. And you walk into a bus, which is like a steel body bus. You think it should be cooking, but man, it's a decent job insulating it, and that AC is like a good size. Like now, when it's like 95 and up, that AC you have to be like underneath it because it's hot. It's just like an unbeatable hot. Um, Especially out here, it's that humidity that like really lets the heat sink into you. But no matter what temperature it has been, after an hour, that bus actually like cools down like very well. Like after the stream, I'll turn the AC on for probably like an hour, and then it'll be cool, and then I'll be able to turn off and just kind of crack some windows. And, be all right. I got one of those max air fans on the back of it, and that pushes out quite a bit of air. So like anytime like anytime I go into it where maybe I don't even have the generator set up, so I can't run the AC. If I crack all the windows and run that thing on high, it actually feels like a breeze coming through the windows. That's been like a real delight. Gotta keep an eye out in the sky. This might be a UFO kind of night, you know? Oh, wow. I'm still with you guys. I'm just walking over here for a second. Look at this sky. Wow, this is a creepy ass forest which you kind of walk away from the light. Alright, guys, I'm back. I'm back. Too hot for a fire. Yeah, I hear that. Okay. Like last month, someone was like, "Oh, you want to come over for a barn fire?" And I was like, "No, I'll come over for like an ice house. I'm good on the barn fire. You got an igloo though. I'm all for it. Come on, give me one weird noise tonight. Come on." I'm actually surprised I haven't heard, for being like an area of the Uwharries where, I mean, there's a horse camp, and there's like a few more horse camps along this road. Um, I would think scavengers would be really big out here. Maybe not. I mean, maybe they know cowboys be shooting at them, but it's odd I haven't heard anything large, like vocal wise, except for whatever it was that was way at the edge of my hearing, probably a mile away, or whatever it was. But I would think I would hear coyotes out here or something. There's definitely a lot of tree frogs. Oh yeah, UFO baby. This might be a UFO kind of night. Oh my god, these bugs. They're terrible. And full disclosure, I'm like 50% deaf in my right ear. So if I hear something, I'm always having to turn my head with this ear to see to actually see. Like, Bigfoot could be walking by on my right side. I might not even hear him at all. And people will say it's bullcrap, but it's not. I got paperwork that proves it. Um, there's it's always a female voice, but there's a certain pitch of female voice that I legitimately cannot hear. It sounds like Charlie Brown's teachers. It's like there's a I've only met like 3 or 4 women that have that pitch where I literally cannot understand what you are saying. It does not come through because there's like a tone that goes completely deleted. So I'm just catching these weird little like where the voice breaks from that, and it just sounds crazy. I can't stand that. I gotta get away from them. I'm never around them for long. I immediately leave. I'm like, nope, I'm good. Some human that I can't hear. It's crazy. It's a weird tonality thing. That might have been from that live fire where I fired like 20,000 rounds of 5.56 from my saw. That might have been why I'm a little bit deaf. Whoa. Oh, I missed a comment that's interesting up here. from I think that was a Reverend comment. A storm will get the high strangeness to ramp up. That was actually one of the things when I was out there the last time I went to Area J. It was scattered thunderstorms that night, and we got some rain here and there. But I wanted to see if there would be a uptick in strangeness because of the storm going over. Just more, electricity in the air, all that. So that was the one of the. I'm curious about that too. So far, I haven't come across any increase yet because of storms. But that's something you have to just kind of stick with, see if anything ever does happen, or what kind of phenomenon it might increase. It might be very specific. We don't understand any of this. Ogata's screaming. If you're hearing a weird noise, it's Ogata. I wish I had caught that deleted one. There's not one deleted. That delete one. Oh, I didn't delete the other uh, post. It should be the other stream should be up. I didn't delete it. Oh, Julia Sims. You said you were going to bed, girl. Yeah, my 3X wife talk the same tone. The night has a strange feel tonight over here. I'm about half a mile into the woods now. Dogs are a little on edge. Be careful out there, man. All kinds of things can put a dog on edge. My 2 ex-wives spoke in that tone. Didn't hear a word. Oh, Gata, stop making weird noises. You just freaked me out. Oh my God, I went into a like an auto zone. I don't know if it was an auto zone. I went into some sort of automotive place to get some oil, and I walk in there, and there's this orange cat. And it looks just like my orange cat. And I thought for a solid minute that my cat got out somehow, ran into that store, and was just acting like it ran the place. I mean, they looked identical, but this one was a lot dirtier and very sweet though. Oh, that's the one. Where are we at now? About 12:30. I thought it was making a noise like it. What are you slapping on that glass? Oh, what's that over there? Sobbing. Right back there. Oh, it's a sign that's on the ground. Hmm. Thought it might have been a snake, so we'll go check it out. It's actually a bridle trail sign. We got knocked over, which it's just like a piece of metal. So I would imagine a horse can knock that over pretty easy. Should I give a whoop and crank up the old shotgun mic, see if we catch anything? What do you guys think about that? Gotta give a whoop last night, right? Okay, let's do it. Okay, I'm gonna crank up the volume on the. Have you guys been hearing me at all lately? Hello, hello. Okay. I'm gonna crank up the shotgun mic, and I'm gonna give a woof, and let's listen, guys. Let's give it a good old whoop. Whoop! A sweet chest pack. Who makes those? This was an Amazon one. It was like $30. It's still on my Amazon list. I'll send you the link to it. I do like it. It's nifty. What I like to get though is I got my Godzilla backpack. I don't know if you guys know about that. I got a custom made ultralight backpack that's Godzilla themed. But they nowadays, like the ultralight backpacking, they have added a lot more. People kind of added like basically like a chest rig system on the front of the backpacks now. That way you can have a smaller pack on your back and spread some of the weight to the front. Because you're already not taking that much stuff anyway. And I think I'm gonna get some sort of rig for that in the front because I kind of like having the backpack because I need to carry a lot more stuff. And Julia Sims has a Starlink Mini, and I think if I get like one of those little Blue Yeti power banks and then drag that little, I could probably carry that Starlink Mini out, and then I could get like deep in the woods, in theory, with all that. And pieces of nice whoop. It was all right. It was all right. I've heard better whoops. Well, guys, I like that the bus is butted up against the woods. I like that because then I wouldn't mind having like another slapping incident on the bus before I go. And it being like close to the wood line, maybe that would be enticing for something that wants to mess around. Um, I'll probably just leave the drop mic. I hate to leave. I'll stick the drop. I'm gonna forget about it. I one time I forgot about the drop mic on top of the bus. So I just stuck it outside there, and then I just like drove away. Luckily, it didn't go nowhere. It stayed on top of the bus, but I definitely freaked out. I realized that like driving down the highway, I was like, "Oh crap! I got a recorder up there." So I guess I just lost it. You know what I mean? Like I can't turn the ship around. But when I got to where I was going, I like reached up there and it had like wedged itself into the solar panels. So yeah, I'll probably maybe I'll stick the drop mic on the roof. Cause I'm not gonna do it. If I leave it out now when I go into the bus, I'm gonna be running that generator for an hour. So I don't want to listen to an hour of a generator just running. So once I turn it off, then I'll put the mic on top of the bus, and then we'll catch something with the audio throughout the night. I'll keep the shotgun mic set up ready. And what I need to set up, I don't run. See, if I had like Starlink Unlimited, and if I had like two extra batteries, I could run a motion tracking night vision camera that I got. I can mount it anywhere, but I could just run that on the bus. So down the road, that's probably what I'll end up doing. Hello? My voice really, I don't know if you guys can pick that up, but my voice really echoes down this little creek valley. Echo, echo. Are we still here? Weird. Well, I heard an owl over there. That's kind of cool. Oh, wait a minute. I should try one of these. Do we still, where's the damn Look at this, guys. Oh, look at this. I might actually do it. Hold on. I always use them as a table. I didn't know you could actually sit on them. Oh, wow. Guys, take this in for a second. Wow. Oh. Okay, I get the appeal of it. You need that 360 vehicle mounted thermal. The half-inch wrench clue is saving to buy. Yeah, but I mean, if they're saving to buy it, I'm definitely in no position to buy it right now. Yeah, I was gonna see what they end up getting. Hey, that giant butterfly's back. Is he coming over to me? He is coming over to me. He's right behind me. Well, well, well. Leave me alone. Oh my God. Get those little tiny pygmy twins out here to start singing. Suturaya. You guys know Mothra's theme? You know what I'm talking about? It is like the dream, though. Like maybe one day, this would be like successful enough where I can like really get some cool equipment to take out with me, like some really high end stuff. That'd be super cool. I like a drone swarm to be released from the roof of the bus. I think that would be baller. Uh, what's that? Uh, Julie says my favorite part about what you do is how honest the investigation is. This is what it actually looks like most of the time. Yeah, I mean, this is most of the time. But you know what though, like that's like to me like look, this is fun. Like if I was here with like another person, this is like fun. Even if nothing happens, and 90% of the time nothing happens, this is still not a bad way to spend a Monday night. You know what I mean? And like yeah, like, I didn't know anything about this particular spot, this specific spot, but like I feel like I'll know it a little bit better. So next time I come back, I at least know what this. You know what I mean? Like I know a little bit more about the area. And maybe something strange will happen like later on, like maybe at the 3 or 4 hour mark. I get a 3 or 4 a.m. like time frame, and then I can like jot that down, and that's like a new stat. So far, though, one of my favorite sightings that I've got since I've been out here was it was a girl, her brother. They were young. I forget how old, but like children. I think she might have been like 10, somewhere like that, and her brother was younger, so 7, 8, something like that. And they were riding with her dad to a spot called Low Water Bridge. And Low Water Bridge is exactly what it sounds like. It's a very low bridge that the water covers up whenever there's like a little bit of rain. But that's where people there's a kayak inlet there. So that's where people usually start when you start a kayaking trip. Usually, most people start in the Low Water Bridge, and that's not what they were there for. But they were just driving down Low Water Bridge Road. And before you get to that, it's a lot of this has been cleared out now. But before you get to Low Water Bridge, she saw this and her dad saw this, and she's not sure if her brother saw this, but they saw a large dark figure, like a Bigfoot. And she believes in Bigfoot. She knows they're real. She knows they're out there. Um, she saw they both saw this large figure go into the woods, and then I forget if it made a noise or something before this, but then she said it seemed aggressive. I asked why it seemed aggressive because it was walking away from them, but she just said like I guess they saw like she looked at it and like it just had an aggressive look, and it walked away out of sight, and then a large tree branch fell on the roof of the truck as they were kind of like driving because he was slowing down and kind of going, kind of like turning into where it was kind of going just to get closer to it, and a tree branch fell on the roof. And I thought that was a really interesting one. And that area right there around Low Water Bridge is one of the more active areas. Those like it's weird. Those spots that if you were to go look up Uwharrie Bigfoot sightings, you'd get kind of a smorgasbord all over the place of kind of like a lot of aggressive vocals, um, strange happenings around camps at night, a lot of that type of stuff. Locally, the stuff that's not reported, where people day to day experience out here is 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 a lot different. It's a lot more. It's in areas that like you don't see reported on any official places. Like the low water bridge stretch is like, oh, I know a few Bigfoot hunters in the area, like that's their like spot kind of area, but that they keep secret. But like that whole like it's the whole stretch of that Uwharrie going through that way, which is also the same areas where the mines are too, which is interesting. But those are like the most active areas, seemingly the most consistently active areas too. That being then also like West Morris, and then the Burkheads. I've always gotten almost the exact same reports come out of the Burkheads. It's always someone camping, and then something coming up either outside the firelight, or if they don't have a fire, just coming up as close as it can without being seen, and then just like giving a very aggressive grunt, or like even in some cases like a roar, um, to like intimidate them. And I've gotten three from the Burkheads that are almost exactly the same. And like I've talked to two out of three face to face, and both tellings of the stories were almost exactly the same. And these people, I don't think they knew each other, but it's interesting. But what's the odds of that? Like that's part of the mystery too. So like even let's say even it's a stretch to believe in Bigfoot. Well, it's like, well, what is this animal that is coming up to people and screaming at them? And it sounds large. Everyone there said it sounded huge. And these aren't like inexperienced people. These are people who hiked all over. At least two of the three were people that like consistently hiked all over. But that's I find that interesting. That's a very specific Burkhead kind of thing. Oki says, "Oh, we got Destination Moist in the house. The El Capitan of tax evasion for ghosts. I gotta make you a mod too. Let me. Oh, why did I sit down? I locked up. That's why I don't sit. I'm gonna make you a mod. But we were just oh, Destination Moist is he's El Capitan of tax evasion for ghosts. That's the podcast I co-host with him on Sundays and 11. And then make him a mod. Don't do anything stupid with this. Don't make me regret the mod. Uh, did that shotgun mic pick up all those cracks that just went down my back? Oh, sitting hurt. I gotta stop doing that. Reverend Pieces, I guess I'm going to call it a night, MK. Gotta pick up the pace to get back home. Phone is at 2%. Thanks for the subs, guys. Until next time, everybody. Take it easy, Reverend PC. Be safe. Getting out of there. Uh, Destination Moist said, this is my He-Man moment. Everybody's getting banned, don't worry. I'm probably not far from bed either, to be honest with you. It's been an interesting night, though. I'm glad I found this spot. If there's nothing weird going on out here, it's at least I found a nice camp spot that's like level for the bus to post up at. I'd be curious to come out here in the wintertime. I think the audio would be a lot better to get in the wintertime. But yeah, the wintertime might be a good place. This might be a really great place to kind of explore. I like to walk that trail some more. It'd be interesting. Every time I kind of want to get close to ending it, I'm kind of like, well, I'll give it another 10 minutes. Maybe something will happen. Oh, man, let me take the lawn chair again. Oh. Oh, I keep hearing something. Oh, it's that giant moth again. What are the cats doing? When the cats get out? Whoa, the flashlight died. Weird. Yeah, get that plugged in. I believe this one I can just plug in to a Type C. We sucked up a good flashlight to have out. Do I have an open Type C? Yeah, I do. Yep, boy. Okay, so battery is charging. Alrighty. Oh. Oh. Bristol said you froze for a few seconds at the same time the light died. I noticed that. Yeah, that was so weird. I clicked it, nothing came on. Then when I looked up, it was buffering. That was strange. Just the timing of that, like to find out your flashlight's dead, and also there's a weird lag in the stream. What's going on here? What is that? Julia, MK asked me that the one time I went on a 4-hour in-depth explanation of the plot, so I'll keep it short for your and his sake. I really liked it. Cried 4 times. Oh, you're talking about Spider-Man brand new bag or whatever? Brand new bag. Um, yeah, Damien, man. It's like, damn. You know what a synopsis is, Damien? It's not a novel. Jeez Louise. He was like going into like the emotions of like the Punisher, like in a scene, like and like Frank Castle's like really upset because his family died. Like, yeah, I know these people, Damien, I know them. Uh, but definitely go watch it if you've seen the other ones. It's so good. Hmm. Just saw a flash too. You seen that heat lightning? Oh, you saw it? Well, those no. I don't think you can see the sky through there. That's all trees. Where'd you see it at? If this is like 1 and this is like 10 and that's 5 in the middle, like where was it? Good news. I think I lost like 10 pounds in sweat today. That's pretty cool. Just saw the flash too. You seen heat lightning? It was above you when you leaned down to read chat. Above me. I mean, those open skies, about half open sky. There's a tree right here, and the leaves come out to about like right here. And it's open sky. Interesting. You saw a flash. Here we go. Could this battery charge a little faster? I'd like to have a light. I just heard something. It sounded like it was up in these trees right here. Hello? There's some sort of weird berry over here. It looks bluish. Yeah, I mean, anything in this light, because it's a blue light, it's going to kind of have a bluish hue to it. The only thing I was thinking was because I filmed something in the bus, and there was when I went inside, I think there was something in the camera itself, like it kind of gave a flash real fast, like on the video. But that was with the my phone. I've never known the DJI to do that when there's a light adjustment. It might like overexpose for a second until it adjusts, but it's weird. That was something that was reported out in that area. J was these like Polaroid flashes, and we saw there's one on that stream on the first stream that Julia's joining me on. Um, at some point towards, are we getting weird now? Are we getting weird now? But on that stream, there's a part where we're having some sort of technical issue, and on the stream we saw it because we were working at the laptop. Like it was like a Polaroid flash down low. It was weird. Destination Moore said he said hello. Hey, yeah, I said hello. Oh yeah, I was gonna get a Godzilla tattoo, but Harmony never got up with me. I was excited about it too. I had a great idea for a Godzilla tat. Hear me out here. I get a bust of his head on the back of my shoulder, and his atomic breath goes down my arm. So like I can have a Godzilla, then I can like have his atomic breath like, and it look cool. I do like a cool like blue flame down my arm. I think that'd be rad. I think it'd be pretty cool. I think what I'm not using that I could pack up, but I think everything I literally have is in use right now. Let me check the side of the bus. Oh wow, my coffee still here? Wow, my coffee's still kind of warm. I get why Colonel Quidditch drank out of one of these before he blew up those blue people's trees. That is odd that flashlight died so quick. I feel like that wasn't that long. I charged it up. When was the last time I charged it up? I know I did it between the last Julie's Rent stream. I don't remember. Maybe not. Maybe that maybe it just died. That was odd though that the stream buffered at the same time though. That was super weird. I had that same thing that happened with the thermal. I was gonna set it for a stream. I put the thermal out first and I tested it, made sure it worked and everything. I made sure it was off. And then it takes me about an hour to set up for all this. And when I finally got set up and started the stream, I went over there and the battery for the thermal was just fried. And like, yeah, it could just be a bad battery, I guess. Something could have happened out there, but I don't know. I thought it was weird. Uh, Something bounced off the bus, but it is underneath a tree. So I'll point one of these lights. There's a lot more stuff around the bus now. Some lights on it. That's the next thing I'm going to get is add more lights around the exterior of the bus. For shits and giggles, if everybody wants to go on the Uwharrie Bigfoot Fest Facebook page and demand the bus be at the Uwharrie Bigfoot Fest, that'd be really funny. That would touch my heart. If people are like, hey, how come the bus ain't going to be at the Bigfoot Fest? Just like, yeah, let me get like 20 people asking that question. Here's something coming down the street, not big. Like, it could be a squirrel dropping something, but I've only heard one owl in the distance over there. I have not heard, I don't think, any birds at all. I figured I would with all the bugs out here. Most people call me Beauregard Balderdash, but you can call me Dam or Moisty. It makes it easier. If Godzilla shows up, he ain't fighting nothing. Gonna be asking for his autograph and shit. Yeah, it's true. I would be. I don't ever call you Moisty because not because I don't give a shit about that word. I know some people are weirded out by it. What it makes me think of. Do you guys know? Someone in this chat. You know Greg Ogles, like the Relic film guy? That's like his name. He's like Moisty, isn't it? I just don't call you Moisty because there's already like a Moisty in the cryptid field. Yeah. So I was like, oh, I'm not gonna add to this. But you're less. You're a little less cringe about it. He occasionally wears like a shirt that says like moist on it, which I don't know where you get that from. Like Spencer's. Do you make it at home? I don't know. That's why I don't call you Moisty. I just stick to Damn. Damn was like what I called you in the Arctic Radio days back in the 2000s and tenors. Don't send this to Greg Ogles. I don't want him to know I called him cringe. We'll keep that between us. Just me, you, and the World Wide Web. Come to think of it, I can't say too much because I got a T-shirt given to me by the Uwharrie Trailblazers, which is like the work club around here. That says MK Ultra on the back, and then below it says Trail Ho because I hiked all the trails and I had the hoe in the trail club. SRQ is the airport code for Sarasota when I'm from. I'm not camping near that dude. Risto says Greg is Mr. Moist. Oh, that's right. He's Mr. Moist. My bad. I guess you can be Moisty. And then we have Mr. Moist. Two names that when I say it just gives me like goosebumps. I haven't seen that. I mean, I just haven't been following like the Bigfoot community that close like in the last few months. But like, is everyone doing all right? Like, I feel like I haven't seen a lot of the usual players in it. Maybe, but again, maybe it's just because of my algorithm's just kind of off because I haven't really been watching any of that. Don't need to, by the way, to do what I do. It's fine. Tomorrow, though, that's what I want you guys all to do. Tomorrow is the Uwharrie Bigfoot Festival and demand the bus be present in the actual like festival grounds. It cannot be left in a gas station for me to be shuttled into the Bigfoot Festival. That's disgusting. Montgomery deserves better than that. Old Mighty Mo. You guys hear that frog? You won't get that on any other fucking cryptid live stream. I had me a delicious. It was a chicken salad croissant, and oh, it was so good. We have our own shuttle. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Isn't the bus a shuttle itself? Like imagine getting out of a bus to go into another bus. Like no, I'll just take my bus. Julia said that wasn't a frog. Ah. I'm lactose intolerant and I just don't care. So like it doesn't stop me. Oh, Cherry Joe. For anybody who's up on the Cherry Joe news, this is more of a tax evasion for ghost kind of topic. But Cherry Joe used to works at Bigfoot's Bar and Grill, and she brought me that card that was like, "Oh, we're all gonna miss you," blah blah blah, and then she gave me homemade ice cream that was in a Pillsbury icing uh, like jar, but I thought it was icing because it was like a Pillsbury icing cup, but it was like homemade ice cream, and that was really good. And then at Bigfoot's Bar and Grill, they have a dessert, so I got a Bigfoot mud pie. Then I like mushed it into the homemade ice cream. It was so good, and that's why I'm like flatulent right now. Because, like I said, I'm lactose intolerant, but I'm not stopping. You should dress up as Jacques Lafleur and just barrel the bus into the festival. I already have like all of his clothes. That is so weird how much I look like that guy, and it's even weirder that like I even kind of dress like him. Like I have all of his clothes already. I'm sure I got a beret floating around. That guy is great though. His name, the actor's name is David Suchet, but me and him look exactly the same. And then I looked him up like recently because I didn't know what he was doing like recently. I knew him from that show Perot, where he plays the Belgian detective, the Agatha Christie detective. He did he did that show forever and ever. I looked him up like recently. He looks exactly like how my dad looked at his age. Like it was wild how much we look the same. People love the fart, man. Look at that. Destination Moist said that the frog shit itself. If you get growled at from the tree line, fart back if you get growled at from the tree line. Destination Moist says to Julia, I do consider myself fancy. I've been able to keep track of most of my silverware, which, let's be honest, that's royalty type shit I'm pulling off. Maybe if I dance really weird, maybe that will start something. Maybe I get weird out here. If I start doing this out in the middle of the woods. Anything? Ever seen this? Ever seen someone do this? Yeah, I bet not. Oh, how did my light fall down? How did my light fall down? That's weird. Oh, was that the blue light thing that maybe Ristel saw? Maybe that was the light falling down. Hmm. Weird. Pop locking can activate things. That's what I'm saying. Ristel said he was an awesome Perot. Yeah, dude, I love. That's my comfort show. That and Star Trek Next Generation. But like, I remember whenever I was sick from school, of course you watch Price is Right, but then Perot would just be like on PBS all the time or BBC, and I would sit there and just watch it. And it's like a show it's almost like an anti kid show. It's so boring, but for me it was like I love that. I still love it. I will still watch Perot every once in a while. I got some applaud. That's cool. That's a lie. All my utensils are disposable. I lie for attention sometimes. I just wanted y'all to think I'm cool. Aw. Bigfoot Dwarf, what are you doing? You should pop up on here. Want me to send you a link? Well, we definitely got to do a stream together at some point soon. And when I head out there, out west, we definitely got to link up. That's gonna happen. That's a guarantee. Because you need to show me around those spots. You know them a lot better than I do. After I started watching, it was called Western Bigfoot Explorers, I think it was. They just had a new documentary come out. And I didn't know this channel. The only reason I actually came across them was because they had liked one of my stories or reels or whatever on Instagram. So I checked them out, and then they like pumped out a whole bunch of documentaries over the last couple of years, and I was watching their latest one, and they were in some fantastic spot where it was like a floodplain of the river, beautiful mountains all around it, and but this like peninsula they were on had these like old. It was definitely lumber because they were clean cut, but all these stumps that had been like worn down, so they looked like almost like spiders, like because the stump it's just like the roots kind of holding up the stumps, and it was just like this big flat kind of plain of all these stumps that were like that, and it was so cool looking. And I think that was around Mount. Rainier, I think, was the documentary I was watching with some exploration. It was really good though. I was enjoying. I'm gonna finish it whenever I go back inside. Bigfoot said, "Roger that. I'm almost nude, so I won't jump on." But yeah, that was homie Jonathan Western Bigfoot exploration. Good dude. Yeah, I'm really liking that documentary I'm watching, and it looks like just a phenomenal area. And it is one of those places where it's like, oh, that's like where Bigfoot would be at. You know what I mean? Like even someone who's skeptical, like you could probably walk in there and think like, yeah, like a giant like 8 foot ape could probably hide in there. Like I said, we haven't had any activity tonight. I mean, nothing like concrete. A few things way in the distance, but and whatever that weird light was, that might have been that blue light falling though. I didn't notice that it was down, but like we were saying, like even on like the worst paranormal investigation is still like a pretty good night. It's finally cooled down a lot. I'm not sweating as crazy, so the bus will cool down real fast. Be nice. I'll sleep good. I'll put the recorder out. I think it'll be quite the nice night. Let me check my phone. Oh, there it is. Whoa, wait a minute. Why do I? Why does it do that? Stop it doing that. Let me get this. I'll get it going, guys. Give me a second. Give me a second. I don't know why it does that. Is it up now? Should be. No, that's the other camera. That's that camera. Why is that one not going though? Crotch shot. Oh, I forgot I need to put my. It's not like a new logo. It's basically the same logo. Why is that not? Okay, there we go. But I updated the logo. I need to get that fixed on there. Well, guys, I'll keep an ear out. Well, I'll like literally, I'll leave a recorder out. I think we're gonna wrap it up. Get some sleep tonight. Got a big move tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it, and it's been a blast. I always enjoy having some laughs with you guys, and I'm looking forward to what the future brings. Like I said, it would be. I'm sure the Devil's Trample Grounds gonna be coming up soon. That's probably gonna be one of the next streams, like within the next few like weeks. Catch me Wednesday at 4:30 on the Backpacking Podcast. I'll be there talking about that. I'm excited about that because it's going to be more like I like explaining the weird stuff to like normies, and then I also want to talk about backpacking because people don't ask me about backpacking enough in my life. And so I'm looking forward to that Wednesday 4:30 Backpacking Podcast. Um, what is next coming up? Sunday tax evasion for ghosts. That'll be at 11, and the camera's cut off again. Whatever. We're wrapping it up, guys. That's gonna be Sunday at 11, and that's gonna be a special event. We're hoping to do a game show for that one, so it'll be me versus old Mr. Moisty in there, fucking damn. And what else is going on? Got a lot of stuff going on this week. Am I doing something tomorrow? I feel like there was something I'm doing tomorrow. I can't remember. Just moving, I guess. That's it. Yeah, Wednesday, and then I guess at some point in this month I will be on that Third Eye Blind Sir Brian Bowden's podcast. At some point, I gotta look at the messages and figure out what was negotiated while I was doing this. Uh, but hey, guys, it's been a blast. I don't want to like not see you guys. Let me bring up a camera. Yeah, just bring up the. There we go. And then I'll do a yeah. So Third Eye Blind at some point this month, Wednesday, 4:30 p.m. Backpacking podcast. Sunday, 11 p.m. Tax Evasion or Ghost. And I'm gonna try to get another Strange Backcountry up. Another live stream will be like Monday or Tuesday of next week. And that may or may not be the Devil's Tramping Ground. We will see. And okay, guys, have a great night. Thanks for coming out. Don't forget to hit the like, share the streams, let people know. Let people know it's a good time out here. All right, guys. Love y'all. Be safe. Any comments to highlight here? Oh, I will. Bigfoot Dwarf, and thanks for coming by here, Okie. Thanks for stopping by, man. I really appreciate everything you do. Ristel, as always, man. Thanks for coming by. Class act up in chat. Destination Moist, bro. Was that in real life? In real life, name is MK, but the picture screams Marcelo. MK be on my show whenever you want. Person, but all right on. Yeah, we gotta do a show together soon. I really appreciate it, Ristel. Night, y'all. Night, y'all. Good night, Julia. If you're still out there listening, good night. See you tomorrow. All right, guys. Later.